I want to see this live.
You can feel the speakers like the boom, 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 boom.
Oh my god, what's happening?
Let's introduce yourself.
안녕하세요. 프랑스에서 온 비비입니다.
브라질에서 온 23살 루카라고 합니다.
도미니카 공화국하고 스위스에 온 헤이디라고 합니다.
아일랜드에서 온 오은입니다. 반갑습니다.
What can you think when you heard of Korean culture?
Dramas.
K-pop.
Dancing.
Korean movies,
Oh
TV
yeah.
shows.
They're getting
So
everywhere.
Do you like watching any kind of performance?
So much.
I love
Oh
music.
my god.
Ever since I was young, I've always loved musicals, theater.
Big fan of musicals.
When I moved to America, all of my friends were from drama club. So I went to so many musicals, so many concerts. My
Yeah.
first concert was Lady Gaga.
No way.
Did you ever watch any performance in Korea?
Oh
Yeah, when I was attending language school, we went to see really famous one, Nanta.
I've seen a couple of musicals, and of course, like Korean traditional instruments, like those things, like samulnori.
For some reason, I also always think about the traditional arts most of the time, like hansori.
I have never watched Korean musicals or anything like that. I really want to, because I always watch them on YouTube.
There's this huge one in Korea called Aida, Korean version of Notre Dame de Paris. So I saw these two and it blew my mind. Like it was amazing.
Is there any performance can represent your country?
Oh, so many. Because we're a country made of immigrants, we have things from all over the world. But like Brazilian stuff, the thing that comes to mind when people think about Brazil is samba.
French people do ballet pretty nicely and opera as well.
In Ireland, we have like Irish dancing, which is a type of tap dancing, and it's so good. One of the most famous shows is called River Dance.
We also have the opera and a lot of musicals and theater performances. And in the Dominican Republic, music, dancing. What's famous is the carnival.
Have you ever heard or know about performance that can represent Korea?
Taekwondo shows.
K-pop is kind of like maybe the most visible.
Well, I think pansori would be like a good representation of like traditional history.
Yeah.
I really like pansori. There's a singer, Anyeun. She's so cool.
Actually, before coming here, I didn't know that in Korea you had such big musical culture. Even if it's like imported pieces.
Unlike the Western cultures, performance culture is not that relatively popular to normal people. But these days, industry of the performance is getting bigger. It's now somehow popular.
Yeah.
Did you ever heard of 대학로?
Yes, of course.
I know it very well. I lived there for 2 years.
I heard from like a friend that it was pretty much the Broadway of Korea.
From students to professionals.
While I was living there, I would always see students like carrying big props around the place and like getting ready for plays and stuff. It's actually such a like lively atmosphere in Daehangno.
We went there before Corona. It was so packed with people because there were like performances all the time.
Yeah.
And I went recently and it's starting to re-come to life. I can't wait to actually go and actually see a performance.
There's a lot of small, a lot of underground.
Small theater,
Gukjang.
Sokjang.
I've never been. I really want to go to like one of those. Oh my god.
France, we have them, but I feel like we don't have as much of like a hub, like where you go there and like you feel like the energy, like everybody's here for art.
I'm gonna show you some clips of the show. Tell us how you feel and what you think.
I was like surprised at the variety of different kinds of shows. Didn't realize all of these kind of shows were happening in Korea, you know?
I feel like my key word for this would be like intensity. I like something quite intense. I like performance that is like, wow, like I remember it.
Every single one of them was like so different than the other.
Everything was
and
so
it
different.
wasn't the same stage. I forgot it wasn't the same stage.
They were the same
Stage.
theater?
Yes.
Oh, I didn't even pick up on that.
Personally, I love performances with storylines, but these ones are more like, let's go party in the middle of the day.
So sometimes they have like audience participation and stuff. It's so much fun. Like, obviously you're always afraid like, oh, don't choose me, don't choose me.
The audience was incorporated within the play. So you're not just there sitting watching the...
You're actually participating.
Is there any specific one point that you can tell us this is super Korean?
that typical Korean mannerism that you have, the politeness but still like openness in a way.
It's true what you said about the fact that they sort of stay in that like polite, if you want. In Paris, I feel like people are a bit more casual, so it's like the performance starts and then it ends and it's like, all right, thank you, bye. But from what I've seen here, it's really till the end, until you leave the room. They're still in character.
Dance performances in Brazil, they wouldn't be monotone because they're like very intense too. Like this is so different. The diversity is like intense.
Today we watched some of Korean performances. Tell us how you feel.
I'm excited because I already have my plans for when Teangro opens again. Probably gonna try and see as many performances as I can because I waited for a year.
I didn't even know that place existed. I didn't know the concept of the small theater thing.
After Corona, like everybody's vaccinated, it's gonna really come back to life. I'm personally very excited, and you will see me in Teangro, so say hi, okay?
After my graduation, I do want to focus more on going to actual like bigger musicals and even opera performances. I haven't been to a Korean opera performance. Since it can't be held, definitely watching the online versions is going to feel safer and definitely still be entertaining.
Yeah. You can get to know what's already out there, so that if you do come and visit Korea, then you can actually go and see without feeling overwhelmed. So
and I
don't worry
definitely
too much.
recommend checking out on tourism organization website. That's where I would usually just go and check all of the performances that I want to watch. They do ones have English subtitles or which ones are good for people. Those you can find easily. They're anywhere. But
Thank you guys.
Thanks for watching. Goodbye.
See you next time.
And comment down below. Leave us nice comments.
Oh my god.
You should see it.
I'm
You have to
gonna
see it.
have to save so much money. Korean bros, sponsor me. I'll go watch it. I'll do
We'll watch it. We'll react to it.
Yes. So Korean bros, you know, I'm waiting.
We're all going together.
Please, let's go.